Hello, everyone. Welcome. Jimmy's running a little behind today, so I'm going to start us off. Welcome to the state of Wyoming. This is going to be our inaugural race day at Wyoming Downs. We're about just 10 miles north of Evanston, a track so popular that it's got three logos if you look online. Uh, all right, so this is our last warm-up before the Triple Crown slate of races. Kentucky Derby next time we all get together. All right, Jimmy would ordinarily be your stride by stride guide until he can get here. Nate agreed to do the call the races, and so we're pumped about that. You get a little treat for us, last year's champ.
Yes,
Um,
hello everyone.
yes. Um, all right, we got a little bit of different track condition tonight. You may have seen that all the races are on dirt track. Um, That's because Wyoming Downs only has a dirt track. And I know other ones have either dirt or synthetic, but for the other tracks, we're going to act like they have dirt and synthetic and turf. But today it's on the dirt track. Uh, the dirt tracks that we've raced on all so far have been fast, but there's a little more moisture in the uh, dirt tonight. So we got a little bit different track condition for the first time today. The dirt track is running good. All right, race day three recap. Johnny expanded his lead from roughly 35,000 to now almost over, so like I said, almost over 140,000 over second place Alex. Uh, Zach tied the record for most wins on a race day. He got four last time out. That ties Jimmy was the only one ever to do that before. He did it also on race day three, but a year ago. Last year, Zach had five total wins in 18 race days, 109 entries. This year, he's already got seven. It's been 3 days, sixth of the amount of race days opportunity to get there. He's on a roll. Last time we spoke for the pregame for race day three, I mentioned that the injury bug bites because we had two injuries on the same day. Well, now there's an infestation. We had two more injuries, a season-ending injury to Christian's NJ Naysayer, and only our third ever career-ending injury, but on back-to-back days. Uh, know my song well. So four injuries through 3 days already matches our total number of injuries for all of last year. All right. The reason we added Wyoming Downs to the calendar is because uh, Zach went there uh, late last year, and he was nice enough to send me the program, and it's awesome, and it's got all sorts of data in it. And so we thought, hey, let's take HRFL there. All right, there's 12 races. We got much smaller fields for most of the races. Less common track condition, as we mentioned. It's good. Uh, no rain, but slightly more moisture than usual. And the Saudi Cup winner, Pernicious, is back for the first time since the Saudi Cup win on race day one. All right, I was lucky enough to get Andrew to agree to an interview. Andrew, how are you doing?
Yes, sir. I am doing all right here on a soggy Sunday evening in Gainesville.
Great, thanks for agreeing to join us. Uh, Hey, Andrew, you made the biggest splash of the offseason, breeding grade A Portugal the Man, or excuse me, Portugal the Fast in her last season of eligibility, making her unavailable for most of the year. What was the motivation behind such a bold move?
What I learned last season was that a lot of people, um, a lot of stable owners, a lot of people in general made some strides in the win column and the standings column by taking chances. And without giving away too much of my strategy, I would like to say that, I kind of want to let other people fight it out early in the season. So when I have Portugal the Fast come back later and then have horses that are ready to go for next season,
Mhm.
um, I think that to me was a decision. We'll see if it was good or not. But to me, yeah, I'm looking forward to charging in the second half.
Nice. Yeah, certainly bold, high risk, high reward. Now, Portugal the Fast and her son, Generational Talent. Can certainly make some big moves for you once they finally make their season debuts toward the end of the season. What are your goals for the stable until then?
So last season, I thought that I had a really good goal um, of a run rest schedule.
Hmm.
And I told myself that I was going to adhere to that. And I broke my own self-imposed rules. And I feel like I kind of paid the price for it. But this season, I'm really holding fast to for example, running a horse that isn't too fatigued. I don't plan on doing that this year.
Okay.
Um, and the big thing, and this is also a piece of advice for newcomers, try your best not to forget to enter your horses into a race day schedule. Because I feel like it could have been a little more competitive with Nate if there were 2 or 3 days where I remembered to run my horses last season. But yeah, so adhering to my own schedule, looking ahead to the next week races and getting that done as early as possible to me are really important. And don't break the rules no matter how much you want to.
There you go. Yeah, a more disciplined approach.
Yeah, follow your head, not your heart, I guess, is the thing in sports all around the board, right?
Yeah. Well, there you go. All right, Andrew, thanks for joining us. Good luck today and the rest of the year.
Thank you, sir. As always, I appreciate it.
All right. All right. Hey, the upcoming schedule. So today's Wyoming Downs, but up next is the Triple Crown races. So Churchill Downs with the Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks. Then we go to Pimlico for the Preakness, and then Belmont Park for the Belmont Stakes, and second stakes race that day too, the Met Mile. The Kentucky Derby, Preakness, and Belmont are all tied for the third biggest races of the whole year. So lots of moves can happen coming up. Uh, Only highlighting one move in the standings from race day three because there was a change in the top three. Brett is now up into third. He and Casey swap spots. Oh, the new Jimmy segment. I actually have his dark horse. I don't have the motivation for it, but it's race day. It's race 12 today, and it's Slick as a Whistle. Mark's horse, C grade, coming out of the number four post position. Only has one career start and didn't finish in the top six in that, so no career earnings so far. But that's Jimmy's dark horse today. Slick as a Whistle for the win. All right, one last look at the standings. And we'll head to the dirt track for today's 12 races at Wyoming Downs. All right. Nate,
Yes,
you're here with us.
I am.
All right. Well, I'll ask you, do you got anybody to watch here in race number one?
Well, since Zach's been on such a hot streak, I got to take a look at O Long Johnson. He has a win along with Bite Size, so those two will. Bite Size is a little at a disadvantage, being an I grade horse, but or sorry, has the advantage, but I think O Long Johnson's going to carry some weight for Zach here.
Sure. Uh, yeah, we'll see. And Zach is on a roll. I'm just about sick of Zach.
Yeah,
All right. Well, let's head to the dirt track. Nate, thanks for filling in, everybody. Uh, Enjoy today's treat, Nate, as your stride by stride guide, at least until Jimmy can join us. All right, Nate.
yes, all right.
All right.
Looks like everybody's in the gate. And out of the gate they go. Central Bank takes the early lead, followed by Junior Bacon, Sensei, Bite Size, Olong Johnson, and Earthling. About a quarter of the way through, Central Bank holding the lead, but here comes Junior Bacon and Olong Johnson right behind. Olong Johnson taking the lead. Earthling coming into third, Bite Size getting into fourth. We're about halfway now. Olong Johnson still hanging on, but Junior Bacon taking the lead at the halfway point. Junior Bacon and Olong Johnson fighting side by side. Sensei Earthling next behind them. Back and forth they go. Junior Bacon and Olong Johnson. It's back and forth still. Olong Johnson with the lead again. Junior Bacon right behind Olong Johnson trying to close it out. Earthlings coming on, but it looks like it's going to be Olong Johnson for the first win of the day, followed by Earthling, Bite Size, Sensei, Central Bank, and Junior Bacon.
Man, Nate, you called it.
Sadly, yes. Sadly.
All right, congrats to Zach. Now his eighth win of the year. If we weren't sick of him already. No, congrats to Zach. All right, let's take a look at race number 2. We got 12 on today's slate. 6 horses in this one. Nate, including yours, the only horse in the field with a win. Talk to us about buttons and zips in that.
Yes, new addition this year. So got some high hopes for Buttons and Zips. Obviously, one first, one second, and one third place finish. So hopefully she can get us our first win for this year.
All right, yes. All right, looks like they're loading into the gates.
All right, everybody's in the gate. It's race number 2. And they're off. Database, Trots, and Rural Juror are first out. Calamity and Never Ending Move quickly moving up very fast. Buns and Zips in that trailing but catching up. The Rural Juror takes the lead going into the halfway mark. Rural Juror, Trots, and Never Ending Move. Buttons and Zips in that follows back to 5th with Database in 4th. Now reclaiming that up to 3rd. Rural Juror still in 1st. Buttons and Zips trying to close. Never Ending Move falling back to Database. Database coming on late. Trots, Never Ending Move in 4th and 5th. Here's Database coming on, trying to get to the Rural Juror. It's Database and Rural Juror back and forth. Buttons and Zips in that trying to get there, but it's the Rural Juror with the win. Followed by Buttons and Zips in that Never Ending Move. Database, Trots, and Calamity. Congrats to Jimmy.
Congrats, Jimmy. Nate, hey, so close to your first win of the year, just by a nose, just about.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like Walt did at the beginning of the last year.
Yes, what did Kalen say? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Congrats to Jimmy. We'll have to let him know about this result.
Nate is doing a phenomenal job. I think Jimmy has some competition. I wonder if Nate's been doing this on mute the whole time.
Yeah, just sitting here practicing.
Just waiting for his opportunity.
Right. Gotta take advantage.
All right. Race 3, we've got 7 entries. The H grade horses are certainly the favorite. 2 of them have wins, but this field, there's 4 winners in the group of 7.
Yeah, and looks like Peony Express has 2 top 3 finishes in 3 races, so I would look out for them in this one.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Been consistently near the top so far. All right.
Everyone's in the gate. And out of the gate they go for race number 3. Nuclear Spritz and Yankee Clipper are the first out. Schoolyard Chum in 3rd. All I Could Afford coming up into 2nd now. Hobby Jogger, Peony Express, and Nuclear Spritz finishing out the field. It's Yankee Clipper onto the lead, almost in the halfway point, but here comes Step Down, making a big charge here. Hobby Jogger into 3rd. Peony Express now into 3rd, followed by All I Could Afford. Schoolyard Chum in 5th, and Nuclear Spritz takes 5th place now, as Step Down still has the lead going into the final stretch. Yankee Clipper and All I Could Afford battling for 2nd. Peony Express coming on for another run, but Step Down is holding on. Here comes Peony Express at the end. Can they close the distance? And it's Peony Express, Step Down, Yankee Clipper, Schoolyard Chum, Nuclear Spritz, All I Could Afford, and Hobby Jogger to finish it out. 24/7 Peony Express with another win.
Yes, congrats to them. And how about that comeback?
Yeah, it seems like they got a good close there.
Yeah, certainly. And Step Down seemed to be running away with it at this point. I mean, look, right? And then 24/7 Peony Express was the huge charge and enough to pull it off. Of course, I cheer for the stable owners, so this is a bummer of a result. But congrats to 24/7 Peony Express. All right, race number 4 is a claiming race, $19,000 for any of these horses, 8.5 furlongs, of course, on the dirt. 3 G grade horses, those would be the favorites, but the only winner in the field is Construction Lawn H grade horse.
Yeah, let's see if we can get some of those G grade horses a win.
Absolutely. All right, looks like they're loading up.
Right, everybody's in the gate. And out of the gate they go. Radiant Splendor has the best start, followed by Digital Clutter, Angel, Moral Hazard, The Haunt, Imposter Syndrome, and Construction Law. At the end of the first turn, it's still Radiant Splendor. Angel coming on, making a closing move. Moral Hazard and Construction Law battling for third and fourth. Imposter Syndrome and The Haunt, fifth and sixth. Digital Clutter at the back. We've got Construction Law taking the lead now. Angel and Construction Law, Imposter Syndrome, all fighting for first place. Construction Law, Imposter Syndrome, and Moral Hazard. It's Construction Law trying to pull away, and it is Construction Law with the win. Looks like Imposter Syndrome's going to get an easy second. The battle's for third. Moral Hazard, Radiant Splendor, Angel, and the Haunt and Digital Clutter. Switch at the end, Digital Clutter, and then the Haunt is at the back. Congratulations to Construction Law.
Yes, congratulations. And that's the second career win, right? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, beat the field. All right. So, hold on. We got a funny comment here from Andrew. He says, so I know the law logo is because it's Chris's work account, but it makes it look like we have a corporate sponsorship like the Meldon Law ads at Gator baseball games. Yeah, we should find us a corporate sponsor. But all
Yeah.
right, Nate, there were some claims.
Oh, excellent. Let's see who they were.
All right. So first off, Imposter Syndrome was claimed by Johnny. Next up, Radiant Splendor. There were 2 claims in on Radiant Splendor, and Alex won the claim. Also, The Haunt was claimed by Zach. There were 3 claims in on the winner Construction Law, and Johnny won the claim. And then also a 5th horse was claimed. That's Moral Hazard was claimed by Charlie. So in the field of 7 horses, 5 of them got claimed.
Oh, excellent. Congratulations to those owners.
Indeed. All right, well, we got a couple more claims races. Those are later. First, though, race number 5. G grade horses, a maiden race, 10 furlongs on the dirt.
Let's see if Play Make Believe can get me the first win. Good performance last time out. So got my fingers crossed here, but good luck to everyone.
All right, yes. Field of 6, here we go.
Horses are already in the gate. Out of the gate they go. Sprinkles is first off, followed by Play Make Believe, Mount Timpanogos, Laos, No Fanfare, and Iambic Pentameter making a big charge in the early going. Sprinkles still in the lead, but Laos looking to take it, and he does. Laos, Sprinkles, and Play Make Believe coming up to the halfway mark. Iambic Pentameter in fourth, Mount Timpanogos fifth, and No Fanfare moving up to fourth now. Laos and Sprinkles past the halfway mark. It's Sprinkles making a run. Play Make Believe right behind them. Iambic Pentameter and No Fanfare. And Mount Timpanogos comes out of the back. It's Play Make Believe trying to make a run. Laos and Mount Timpanogos. Mount Timpanogos comes and steals the win from Play Make Believe, but Laos, Iambic Pentameter, Sprinkles, No Fanfare. Congrats again to Zach.
Zach again, 9th win of the season, and a little sibling rivalry at the finish line there, with Zach passing Nate to steal the win.
I feel like Nate had an advantage in the pronunciations of the
What?
Timpanogos.
Timpanogos, yeah, he's from the land of Mount Timpanogos.
That's right. Got to pronounce it correctly.
All right, well, hey, congrats to Zach. All right, let's take a look at race number 6. 11 furlongs, long race, females only. Anybody stick out to you here, Nate?
Well, Campfire Songs has 2 big wins, clearly the most prize money, but I'm actually going to look at Persnickety in this one. 4 second place finishes. Let's see if Persnickety can get the win.
Yeah, sure. Been right there a bunch of times. All right, looks like they're ready.
All right. Last horse is in the gate. We are ready to go, and they're off. Such a Clatter, Campfire Songs are the first 2 out. Formulaic, Serendipity, Updog, and Persnickety at the back. Such a Clatter still with the lead. Campfire Songs now going ahead. Serendipity in third, Formulaic in fourth, Persnickety fifth, and Updog sixth. Nearing the halfway point, it's such a clatter trying to get there, but it's Serendipity is now in the lead. Formulaic comes into second, Campfire Songs goes back to third, Such a Clatter falling down all the way to the back, Persnickety up in fourth. Formulaic taking the lead, Updog making a late run, and it's Updog taking the lead from Formulaic. Campfire Songs Persnickety behind, but it's Updog. Can they hold on? Updog at the finish, and it is Updog, followed by Formulaic, Campfire Songs Persnickety, Serendipity, and Such a Clatter. Congratulations to Walt.
Congratulations, Walt. What's up, dog? Yeah, Walt, the win, and congrats to him. Good race, a lot of back and forth. All right, moving right along, race number 7. Again, 11 furlongs. This time, male horses only. 7 in the field. Nate, anybody stick out to you here? Certainly, we've got Sudden Burst, your horse.
Yes, Sudden Burst, it's had his struggles, but still putting everything he's got out there. I'm going to keep an eye on Clip Clop in this one as a win in
Ooh.
3 starts.
Okay, yeah, a little bit of a dark horse with the G grade.
Yeah.
All right, well let's let them resolve it on the track.
Everybody's in. Out of the gate they go. Deep Blue Sea is the best out of the gate, followed by Prickly Pete. Clip Clop in third. Big John, Sudden Burst, Stratocaster Canvas, and Antithesis switching back and forth. Prickly Pete having the lead coming up to the halfway mark. Deep Blue Sea and Antithesis. There's Clip Clop kind of trying to close in, and it's Clip Clop taking the lead from Prickly Pete, Antithesis. Stratocaster Canvas making a strong showing into fourth. Clip Clop and Antithesis trying to pull away. Prickly Pete and Stratocaster Canvas fighting for third. Deep Blue Sea and Sudden Burst now. Deep Blue Sea making a big run. Can they close it? Deep Blue Sea at the end trying to make it, and it's Deep Blue Sea, Antithesis, Sudden Burst, Prickly Pete, Stratocaster Canvas, Clip Clop, and Big John trying to finish his hardest, and finally gets there. Big John. Congratulations to Charlie.
Congrats. There we go. A little excitement there for Charlie. Deep Blue Sea with the win. All right, race number 8. 8 in the field this time. This one's more of a sprint, E-grade horses only. 7 furlongs. Hey Nate, I'll ask you again. What do we think here?
Well, here I'm kind of leaning towards a little Stitious, but also Jealous Lover looks like they're going to be in there. Both have the wins in this field. Yeah, those are 2 horses I'm looking out for.
Sure. And most of these horses are young with very little experience. Susanna for Jimmy, this is going to be her 10th career start. So the most experienced horse in the field.
Yes, by quite a bit.
All right.
All right, everyone settled in. Out of the gate they go. Bamboozler is best out, followed by Crucial Thanks, Pro Skater, Jealous Lover, Susanna on the circuit, Dance Cards Full, and a little Stitious. Bamboozler coming around the first turn in the lead with about a quarter of a length lead over Pro Skater. Jealous Lover trying to make a move in third, Dance Cards Full in fourth, Susanna fifth. And it's Bamboozler still in the lead at the halfway mark, but Jealous Lover closing in, trying to take a lead, and does over Bamboozler. Jealous Lover in first, Pro Skaters trying to take second, and does. Dance Cards Full is in third. Bamboozler is falling back. Little Stitch is trying to take more ground, but Jealous Lover is still in the lead with a little bit to go. Pro Skater making a run here at the end. Jealous Lover, Pro Skater, and can they hang on? Pro Skater, Jealous Lover, Bamboozler, and it's Bamboozler coming back. And it's Bamboozler with the win. Jealous Lover, a little Stitches, Crucial Thanks, Pro Skater, Susanna on the circuit, and Dance Cards Full. Congratulations to Stefan.
Hey, Stefan. And speaking of sibling rivalry, Christian and Stefan are brothers. And look how close this is. Just about a 5-way tie. I guess a 2-way tie, but the top 5 were all right there. Bamboozler, competitive early, fell back, but just saved enough in the tank to close out the win. Congrats, Stefan.
Yeah, you could say that he bamboozled everyone into thinking he wasn't going to win.
He did. And if Jealous Lover wasn't already jealous,
Ah,
second place
even more
finish.
so.
All right. Race number 9 out of 12 on our slate today. This is a claiming race, $55,000 claim amount, 10.5 furlongs on the dirt. I guess we got a heavy favorite because two-grade favorite is Zax of the Nuclear Option. Nate, does anything else stick out to you?
Yeah, my horse, that's in order, has 4 top 3 finishes, so maybe we can get an upset for that's in order, but it's going to be a big climb, but the Nuclear Option hasn't had a top 3 finish, so maybe something can happen here.
That's true. That's in order has certainly had the most success out of this field so far. All right.
Everyone's in the gate, and out of the gate they go. That's in order with the best start, followed by the Nuclear Option, Jungle Cruise, Zamboni Pro, Helicopter, Almost Yankee, and Cliventricus rounding out the field. That's in order, taking the lead it's about the halfway point. Still, that's in order with about a full-length lead over Helicopter. Helicopter, Jungle Cruise, Zamboni Pro into third, the Nuclear Option trying to make a run, but that's in order, trying to run away with it. That's in order. Nuclear Option and Helicopter trying to get there. That's in order. Trying to get to the end and will for my first win of the year. Good for me. The Nuclear Option is in second. Jungle Cruise, Helicopter, Zamboni Pro, Cliventricus, and Almost Yankee are the back 2. But congratulations to me for my first win of the year. I'm back.
That's right. Congrats, Nate. That probably felt like a long wait. You had tons and tons of success last year. And how about how convincing that's in order was?
It feels good, just to have a win like that.
All right. So the rest of the league has been warned. Nate's back, last year's champion. All right. Congrats, Nate. Let's take a look at race number 10. Oh, wait. Claims.
Yes, claims.
There were none. No claims in this one. All these horses will return to their current stables. All right. Race number 10. This is going to by far set Nate's record for most horses in a race that he's called.
Yes.
Field of 14, 8 furlongs on the dirt, all D's and E's, and some horses with a lot of success. The one with the most career wins and most career prize money is yours, Nate Albee.
Yeah, Albie got me my first win at the beginning of last year.
Okay.
So went up in grade. So we'll see how Albie does. I'll also be looking for Look at Him. Also had a lot of success. So keep an eye out for maybe a little dark horse there with Look at Him.
Okay, yeah, sure. All right. Big field. Should be a fun race. Here we go.
Everyone's in the gate, and out of the gate they go. Circle gets the square, followed by Albie. Bryce's Fester, Evergreen Terrace. Albie falling back now. La Rambla, Off to Neverland, Spothead, Infinite Wisdom, Gunslinger, Zarb Sign, Fever Pitch, Look at Him, and Boom Shakalaka. Off to Neverland and Evergreen Terrace trying to get the lead. Off to Neverland is that halfway point. Evergreen Terrace is going back to third, followed by Bryce's Fester. Bryce's Fester and Off to Neverland 1-2 for Casey. Can they hold on? Evergreen Terrace back into second. Circle gets the square trying to run in, but it's Off to Neverland with the burst of speed. Albie coming on strong. Bryce's Fester in the second, and it's Bryce's Fester with the win, followed by La Rambla, Evergreen Terrace, seat back and tray table, Off to Neverland, Fever Pitch, Albie, Spothead. Circle gets the square. Infinite Wisdom, Boom Shakalaka, Gunslinger, Zarv Sign, and Look at Him. Congrats to Casey.
Yeah, congrats, Casey. And for a second there, it looked like he was going to be the top 2. Fun race, a lot of back and forth all the way up to the end.
Yeah, and my former horse as well, Bryce's Fester, sold on race day 7, I think, last year.
That's right. Yeah, you drafted him, but he gets a win for Casey here.
Congrats.
All right, race number 11, 6 horses. This is a claiming race, $85,000 claim amount. But speaking of D-grade horses, one of them's in here, and that's Brett's Chips and Medallions. And how about Arbitrary Lions, which I know, Nate, that was your horse before, has 4 career wins, which I think
Right.
was tied for first until Pernicious won the Saudi Cup.
Yeah, we had to make some tough decisions, but Arbitrary Line still has a special place in my heart for helping with the championship last year.
Sure, yeah. Absolutely. All right, well, let's see how this field shakes out. Race number 11.
All right, looks like everyone's in the gate. Out of the gate they go. Arbitrary Lines is best out, followed by Citronaut, Freudian Slip, Chips and Medallions, Seize the Means, and Usurper is the trailer. Arbitrary Lines quarter of the way through, still maintaining the lead over Chips and Medallions, a steady pace. Seize the Means trying to pull up in third, getting into second. Freudian Slip up into third, Arbitrary Lines back to fourth. Seize the Means taking the lead, and Freudian Slip in second. Seize the Means, Freudian Slip, Chips and Medallions, Arbitrary Lines trying to make another run back at the front. Usurper takes fifth. Seize the Means trying to pull away from Freudian Slip. Chips and Medallions making a late run. Chips and Medallions, can they get there? It's Chips and Medallions and Seize the Means. Chips and Medallions take the lead late, and it's Chips and Medallions followed by Usurper, Arbitrary Lines, Freudian Slip, Seize the Means, and Citronaut. Congratulations to Brett and Chips and Medallions.
Congrats, Brett. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the only horse he entered today. So big win. He's 1 for 1. And
Very efficient.
yeah, Seize the Means was really heavy. Where was he? Okay, yeah, no, grade G. One of the long shots. And look, just kind of ran out of steam at the end here. Still holds the lead up till here, and then here comes the rest of the field.
They obtained class consciousness, but couldn't quite seize the means of production.
Ooh, there you go. Not quite. All
Damn,
right.
Tommy. No, I'm just kidding. That's what this is. Yeah.
All right. Congrats to Brett. There were no claims in this one. So, Nate, we got one more race today.
All right. Final race of the day here.
Yeah, I'll note, since Jimmy's not here to note it, that his the Dark Horse Detectives pick is in this one, and that's Mark's horse Slick as a Whistle out of the number 4 spot. And of course, as I highlighted in the pregame show, Pernicious is back, 5 career wins, Saudi Cup winner, and Sapphire Surge just blows my mind. 9 career starts, has never finished out of the top 3.
Yeah, that's really amazing.
Really, yeah, really. I think Johnny has Sapphire Surge on a good schedule and picks the right races. Zach says Jimmy who? Yeah, we got a couple qualified stride by stride guides in this league. But there's 2 B grade horses, of course, Pernicious. Mark's There Is No Spoon, who's got very little experience. This is only his second start. Anything else stick out there for you, Nate?
Well, I'm just excited to see Sapphire Surge and Pernicious go at it, 5 wins each, to see if one of them can get to 6.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, Jimmy's just joined us, but why don't we let Nate finish the day off? Jimmy, how are you
Sounds good.
doing?
I'm good. Is this the last race?
Yeah, last race.
Nice. There you go.
Perhaps
Good to see everybody again.
Good to see you again. Perhaps you could sign us off after it's done.
Sure.
All right. All right, Nate, you ready? Horses
Yeah,
are
we're
ready.
ready. Everybody's in the gate. Out of the gate they go. Slick as a Whistle, best out, followed by Unknown Artist, Stay Hydrated, Sapphire Surge, Macamaroni and Cheese, There Is No Spoon, Squibbler, Ambush, Pernicious, and As Stated is bringing up the rear. Slick as a Whistle and There Is No Spoon mark 1-2 right now. Stay Hydrated in third, going into second. There Is No Spoon, halfway mark is the leader. Macamaroni and Trees briefly making a run into second. As Stated, and Unknown Artist are trying to catch up as well. There Is No Spoon still has a very solid lead over As Stated. Pernicious trying to make a late run, but it's not going to happen. There Is No Spoon with a big win. Congratulations to Mark. As Stated finishes in second. There's still a battle for third. Pernicious and Ambush, and it's going to be Pernicious into third, followed by, it's still so close for the next one. Sapphire Surge surges into fourth. Slick as a Whistle, Unknown Artist, Ambush, Macamaroni and Cheese, Squibbler, and Stay Hydrated. Congrats to Mark. There Is No Spoon.
Yeah, congrats to Mark, his first career win.
How about that?
So that's a big one. And yeah, there were two horses in this race. Really blew the rest of the field away. There is no Spoon One by so much, but so it kind of makes it hard to notice how much As Stated beat the rest of the field by.
Yeah, that was really big.
Those two horses totally killed it. And then Pernicious, and for the first time ever, Sapphire Surge finishes outside of the top three, but gets fourth. All right, Jimmy, what'd you think of As Stated's race there?
You got to be better than that, but it's pretty good. Nice job, Nate, on the call for
Thank
sure.
you. Thank you. It got a little freezing and jumpy, so it worked out that.
Yeah. Dude, Sapphire Surge was like really trying to get back into that top three.
Yeah, in last place at this point.
Yeah,
And then yeah, real close.
close as possible. But
All right. Well,
nice.
yeah, Jimmy, we'll have you back for Kentucky Derby next time out.
Yes, I'll make sure of that. How did my dark horse do? Did we do it?
Well, isn't
This
fifth.
is it. Yeah, this is Slick as a Whistle got
Oh,
fifth.
that's right. That's what.
Yeah. You've done this a few times, right? You call the right owner, but just the wrong horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The way
not
she
bad.
goes.
Don't worry, buddy. Your dark horse predictions are right on par.
Nice, very nice.
All right, Nate, thank you for filling in for Jimmy tonight.
Way to go, Nate.
Jimmy-
No problem.
Jimmy, what do we got in
Anytime.
2 weeks?
He's a champion and a good announcer. That's good stuff. If you are unaware or if you are aware, either way, we're all very, very excited. We've got the Triple Crown races beginning in just 2 weeks, with the very first one, of course, will be the Kentucky Derby, live from Churchill Downs. Is it gonna be a party at Chris and Kaylin's house this time, or?
Maybe for the Breeders' Cup, but if you guys
Okay.
wear fancy hats or make fancy drinks, we can show them in the pregame show.
Yes, absolutely. Get your mint juleps and your awesome hats,
Yes.
and we'll have a good old time in
Yeah,
Kentucky. So we'll have the Derby in 2 weeks. The
Preakness in 4.
Preakness, I knew that. Preakness in 4, Belmont in 6. So looking forward to that. Get your horses rested up, and yeah, we'll have next week to get all those signed up and ready to go. And I will be traveling to Florida and back before the Kentucky Derby. So
Go, yeah.
exciting 2 weeks.
It's gonna be good to
Sticker.
have you.
Stick around after the recording. I want to chat with you about that.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
All right.
Ready
Thanks,
to-
Chris. Thanks,
ready to
Nate.
sign
Thanks,
off
Jimmy.
there,
Thanks,
Chris?
everybody.
Yeah. Hey, for Jimmy and for Nate, this is Chris. Thanks for joining us for race day 4. Kentucky Derby next. Bye, guys.